This is a Dragon Blazer production.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Coming Soon to a podcast near you. I am your host, Stevie Blaze, and as always, we have our millennial co-host, Xavier.
Hello, I am not given a demeaning nickname today, and this will be a special episode because, as I've mentioned on our Dumbo podcast, that was technically the last coming soon to a podcast near you episode of 2022, which means
It was our last straw.
What?
It was our last straw.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to do this before our horror movie podcast, which that will be the next one after this. Dad has yet to have watched the horror movie in question, but eventually it will be published, not published, but uploaded or whatever. But so what are we doing for this special podcast, you may ask? We're going to be looking back on everything through 2022 that we have done with you and with me with this podcast. But starting off, there's also that know your shit kind of thing, which did actually happen earlier this year before we started Coming Soon to a podcast near you. It is still on YouTube with Dragon Blazer Productions thing, the YouTube channel. Although it's not a Coming Soon to a podcast near you thing, but it does involve me. It does involve Dad, but it also involves my brother Nathan. But later that year, we began with our Beavis and Butthead do the universe. So ever since then, we've gotten a total of, let's see here, 2 through, we got 28 movies done. 27 if we don't include Weird the Al Yankovic, which was a bonus episode. We will probably be doing more of those bonus episodes, but here we can kind of like add up the scores for for basic, like how we thought of movies, what Cinemantra scores we gave each other. Did we get closer on the most Rotten Tomatoes stuff? Stuff like that. It's pretty stuff. And then there's, of course, we're going to be thinking what's to be done in the future. But first, there are a few blanks that we just haven't gotten. For one thing, Iron Man 2. You did not give your personal score for that movie. What did you think, Father, of Iron Man 2?
Load of crap.
Okay.
I don't know. It was fine.
You giving it a 9?
I said fine, not good.
Oh, 5.
Fine.
5?
It was fine. I didn't give a rating yet. Iron Man 2 would probably be a 5 for me.
Okay.
It's not super good, if I remember right.
I gave it a 6.5, so that seems to go well. As for like where scores are optimistically, my personal the only scores I gave that are 10s were John Wick and Toy Story throughout 2022.
Ah.
You gave your 10 to Scott Pilgrim, but you also gave Weird the Al Yankovic movie a 15. So there's that.
It was beautiful.
Okay. There's also a couple blanks on the Cinematra stuff. Although I don't really remember the individual Cinematras. So I think we're going to skip with that for the most part. Since except for okay, yeah, actually up until Hocus Pocus 2, we seem to be pretty consistent with that. But apart from that, if we look at the averages on the regular scores, including weird, you get your optimism average is 7.3 throughout the year of 2022. As for me, my optimism score is 7.1. So, apparently what the math is telling me here is that you're more optimistic than I am.
I see.
Although, I'd probably have to say that number would probably change if we removed weird from the equation. So if we did that, would the numbers change? Sorry, this is a little bit of waiting. Yep, you get bumped down to a solid 7, and I get changed to 7. Holy crap. Okay, so either way, it seems that you are more optimistic than I am this year. But it's mostly because of weird. Because you gave weird a 15. You rule breaker. Anyways, who do you think won the Cinemantra? I think
And by one, you mean
got the most score cumulatively.
Probably me.
Yeah. I don't think you liked my answers nearly as much as I did yours. And that's saying a lot since half of your answers involved penises. Okay.
Hey, when something works, you just use it.
Okay.
Like your penis.
You have 101. 181, I mean.
Dalmatians?
I have 139. Yeah, you won. Although it's also mostly because some of them you just didn't give me a score for. There's also a couple of scores for guest scores that I mentioned, but I'm not going to be bringing those up. However, I will be given a special thank you to the aforementioned guests at the end of the podcast. So stay tuned for that. As for who won the most in the way of Rotten Tomatoes, dang it. Okay. You got 15, and I got no, actually I got 9. 2 of them were ties. So, I think you're more optimistic this year. You got more Cinemantra points this year, and you got more on the Rotten Tomato thing this year. So, okay. Anyways, though, apart from that, do you think anything different from, like, the movies that we've watched? Because according to the scales, your favorite movie was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Do you still believe that among the 27 movies we have watched this year, that would be your favorite? Or 28, including Weird. I can't hear you. Something wrong with your audio. Oh, I heard you a little bit. Nope, I can't hear you. Something is very wrong. Anyways, my end. Okay, yes, I can hear you now. Okay, I can hear you now. That'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. Anyways. Okay. Okay. Still recording on my end. I don't know how to. Okay, let's try this.
All right. Can you hear me?
A little better, yeah. A little better, yeah.
All right. It says it's recording.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So, would you agree? Okay, among like, I mean, technically, you gave Scott Pilgrim a 10, but like, aside from Weird, would you agree that Scott Pilgrim out of the 27 movies? Of the 27 movies, aside from Weird, Scott Pilgrim would be your favorite of 2022.
Like, am I surprised that it's my favorite, or do I still consider it my favorite after watching all the movies?
Do you still consider it your favorite?
Yeah, I think I would, actually. Scott Pilgrim is a fantastic movie. It's very funny, very entertaining, and I like it a lot.
Yeah. Among movies that you didn't like, I think we can all guess which one you didn't like the most. It's Cats.
It's Cats.
Yeah, you gave that one a 0.5.
It's terrible. It's a terrible movie.
It was very bad.
Cats should be drug out in the street and shot for that production.
You might wanna Okay.
Terrible.
Okay. The movie.
Terrible.
Yeah, the movie. Don't actually drag cats. Don't actually drag cats the street. On the street. Real cats.
No, the musical. The Cats, the musical, should be drug out in the street and shot.
Cute little fur balls.
Not
the ones that are walking on hind legs. Unless they're real cats walking on hind legs. Anyways. Apart from that, there's among the movies that you'd rate lower than a 5 or lower. You only did 4 movies that are 5 or lower. That is Iron Man 2, Attack of the Clones, both of which are 5. And then Holiday Special, which was 1.5. And then Cats, that was a 0. Every other movie is at least a 5.5, or simply more than a 5. As for me, Let's see. Hey, that rhymes. Anyway. Okay. I gave six movies a 5 or lower. I gave Holiday Special the lowest score at 1. And then Cats a 1.5. Snow White and Fantasia, both of which I gave 4.5. I believe I also gave Dumbo like a 0.5, didn't I?
You gave it a 4.5 for Dumbo.
Yeah. I wrote down 5 for some reason.
All lies.
I'm such a silly guess. Anyways, I also gave Planes, Trains, and Automobiles a 5. Which it's pretty much in the ballpark. It's pretty much in the ballpark of middle ground to me. I'd say that. Every other movie, I gave at least a 5. Above a 5. So yeah, we definitely had a pretty good roster of movies, except for Cats and Holiday Special. With movies that we're supposed to get in the future, which movie, aside from of course random movies, because we don't know about yet. Which movie are you most excited for?
It's a tough question. I'm excited about, which I don't know if I doubt we'll get to this year, but I'm excited to get to 90s Disney movies. Like Little Mermaid, Pocahontas.
Last movie it looked like is going to be it's going to be Melody Time.
That's the last one this year?
Yep.
That's disappointing.
November, yeah.
Well, that's just straight up disappointing.
Among Marvel movies, it'll Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I'm a little excited. I'm looking forward to rewatching that because that had a lot of complaints to it when it came out, and I kind of want to rewatch it. I'm looking forward to rewatching that with new eyes and knowing where the MCU goes after that. So I am kind of excited about Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm
also looking forward to rewatching the Star Wars sequels because that has a lot of divisiveness. A lot of people hated them. A lot of people liked them. Some like this one, some like that one. So I'm curious. We're rewatching it, how that's going to be.
Right. We'll get to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker in October. The end of October. And after that, we will get to we'll probably get to Harry Potter if we don't get another Star Wars movie in the year. But yeah, we get a lot of really interesting movies. We also will probably be watching Beavis and Butthead to America on June 19th.
All right.
Because that will be the anniversary of the podcast. Happy days. We'll also get to Spider-Man. A lot of really old Disney movies that I've never seen. Although there's also a few Pixar movies that we'll be getting to. Bugs Life, and Toy Story 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see Bugs Life. I haven't watched that probably since it came out.
I don't think I've ever watched
Bugs Life, actually.
I barely remember it.
I barely even remember Toy Story 2. I remember watching the crap out of Toy Story 3. And Toy Story 4 was pretty recent. So we'll get that until quite a while. But yeah.
Right.
We'll also get to Spider-Man, X-Men 2. And then we'll finish Star Wars Watch and later this week we should be up Solo and the horror movie. But also if we were still on schedule, we would be getting to Bambi this week. Which pretty ironic because got done uploading Dumbo movie. But we're working with it. We're working with this. By working hard, we love watching movies.
Yeah. Fun times.
So yeah. I'm really excited to get to the Spider-Man series. Spider-Man's always been one of my favorite heroes.
Same.
So I will be really happy once we get to those movies. We only get to one this year. But that's fine. I'm ready to do this slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race or something.
Yeah. All right. How does it feel to say it's 2023?
It's weird. It's always weird. Like the great movie Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I'm also pretty excited for as well. I'm guessing you are too because you mentioned it. Is the new Mario movie.
Oh yeah. I want to see it.
I'm pretty excited for that. There's been a lot of trailers coming out. It should come out in like April,
March, I think.
April, I think. Yeah.
We have a couple things I'm pretty excited about. We got Mario movie coming out. We got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Pretty excited about that as well.
Yeah, we'll probably. Of course, we're not going to be getting until that. But we could just do a bonus episode if we watch it.
I just know I will be watching it. Whether it's for the podcast or not.
Huh?
So whether it's for the podcast or not. Also, Wakanda Forever just showed up on Disney Plus. I want to watch that too.
I think you need to adjust your audio again. I can barely hear you.
I said
that's better.
I said that Wakanda Forever just popped up on Disney Plus, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Anticipation
For 2023. It's already February. But that's okay. Especially since Singles Awareness Day is coming up within the next week or so. It's fine. I'm single too.
I don't think that's what they call that.
That's what you call it.
It's the right choice.
All right. I believe that we have everything covered for 2022. We have watched a whopping 28 movies, 27 if we don't include Weird as it is a bonus episode. But do you think we would be getting to any of the movies from when we did the Juvenile Jurisdictions of Judgment podcast this year?
I don't know. Probably not. Why would we want to redo movies that we've already done?
Because we're
Especially
older.
this
Because
early.
we're older. Because we're older, and we have new perspectives. And a new podcast.
Not really. I haven't grown up.
I have.
I'm the same as I was.
When we did the podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I would eventually like to get to all of the ones that we did. We don't have to do them all. I feel like we could probably squeeze in maybe one this year, and then maybe one next year. Work our way through. Maybe not one per year, but like as we get further into the podcast, we do more and more of them. But yeah,
maybe as a year kind of bonus episode or something.
Perhaps.
Revisit an old one.
Hopefully, we get more listeners. By the end of the year. Do you have anything else to say?
Nope. You got this.
I do got this. I keep forgetting to use the instruments. The instruments are really fun to use. I'm learning how to play the guitar. Kind of. I don't think I'll be using it very often for the podcast. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for some of the movies that we'll be getting this year. And I guess it's time for us to plug our pluggables. You can find me. You go first. Go ahead.
Sorry. You can find me on Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the TikTok. And you can find me on Dragon Blazer Pro on Twitter. That's it.
Yep. Okay. That's fantastic. I am Cryokinopsis. Cryo. CRYO. Keen artist. I am on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, and the TikTok. Peace.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, once again, please, if you will, like and subscribe onto our YouTube page titled Coming Soon to a Podcast Near You, where all these wacky podcasts where we watch movies and review them go on. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.